Hello, welcome to Tebbo's World Recipes. Today we're going to be making a burnt Basque cheesecake. The history of this cheesecake was created by Chef Santiago Rivera back at La Viña restaurant in the Basque country in Spain. The difference between this cheesecake and a traditional New York style that we all know and love is that this cheesecake doesn't have a crust. We create the shape or the crust of the cheesecake by burning it and caramelizing the custard. I love cheesecake. This is one of my favorites, so let's get to it. The ingredients we're going to need for our burnt Basque cheesecake are 2 pounds of cream cheese, room temperature, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/3 of a cup of flour, 6 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of salt, and some butter to grease our mold. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. First, we're going to add our cream cheese to our mixer. We're going to start at a low speed until cream cheese softens. Once our cream cheese has softened, we're going to add our sugar. We're going to let it go for a few minutes until it's all incorporated. At midway point, stop your mixer and use a spatula to scrape everything from the sides of the bowl so we know that everything is getting incorporated appropriately. Once you finish pushing everything with a spatula, we're going to keep our mixer going and we're going to start adding 1 egg at a time. Once we finish adding our eggs and they're completely mixed, now we're going to add our heavy whipping cream. At this point, we're going to stop our mixer. We're going to lift it and we're going to add our flour using a colander to sift. Once we sifted our flour, we're going to start it all over at slow speed. And we're going to keep using our spatula to push everything from the sides. And all left is we're going to add our salt and our vanilla. Keep mixing until everything is homogeneous. While our mixer is still working, we're going to prepare our mold. First thing is we're going to take our butter, or we're going to grease our mold, all the sides. Once our mold is buttered, we're going to grab 2 pieces of parchment and we're going to lay it inside. The easiest way to do this is by crinkling the parchment and then put it inside the mold. We want the parchment to be on top of the sides of the mold. Don't worry about not being perfect. That's the best part about this cheesecake. Once our mold is ready, we're going to take our mixture and we're going to add it to it. We're going to tap our mold a little bit to get rid of the bubbles. And then we're ready to get it into the oven. Once the oven reaches 400 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to put our cheesecake on a cookie tray and we're going to put it in the oven for an hour, but after 40 minutes we'll be checking it. We are at the 40-minute mark, so we're going to check our cheesecake. You can tell it's cooking well, but it still has ways to go. After an hour, we're going to take our cheesecake out of the oven. You can see where it's still jiggly and it's a little bit cracked. That's what we want to see. We're going to leave our cheesecake on a cooling rack for a little bit. And like I said, it needs to be jiggly in the middle. You're going to see it's cracked, but that's the way it is. We're going to let it cool down for an hour, and then we're going to stick it in the fridge. We just pulled the cheesecake out of the fridge, and now it's time to taste it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This is so good. You need to give this a try. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and it helps us a lot. Click subscribe to get notified when new videos are coming. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon.